Alright folks, I'm live now with the moon in infrared at dusk. This is infrared moonlight, rather infrared reflected light from the sun. So it's actually invisible to humans, to human eyes. It's looking surprisingly amazing actually. Especially for being right at sunset, which is usually a bad time to do any imaging whatsoever. So, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Hey Annie, nice to see you. I'm actually surprised at how good it looks because of the time of day. The sun isn't quite fully down yet, and we've actually got a little bit of light clouds through. I'm controlling the telescope remotely this time because I'm lazy and I wanted to try something new. So that's what we're doing. There we go. Cut that up there. I'm going to do a little bit of imaging while I'm at it. Ferris, imaging in infrared is huge. It's so much better. It cuts through the atmospheric turbulence quite a bit better than any other filter. Red's also good, but infrared, green's okay. Infrared is quite a bit better. I'm actually going to try and focus a little bit. It's insanely good. I mean, check out the detail that we're getting here. I mean, look at this. Can you see my cursor? Right here, you can see independent shadow features here on the wall of the crater. Right here, there's like a bump. It's amazing. So, I'm going to continue to try and focus here. Ah, that's really good. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and shoot. Center this where I want it. I kind of like these shots where they go from one side like a gradient from the left to the right. So let me start a capture and then I will answer some questions. Can we do 5,000 frames? I don't think there's a gamma. No. Okay. So we're going to capture 5,000 frames. Try and keep this in the center, and then as soon as I do this, I'll answer some questions. Almost done. We've got 2,000 more frames left to grab. So I'm shooting at 100 frames per second. My histogram is about 80 or so on the display. Guess I'll let that go. Let's see, we've got questions here. So, the infrared is amazing. It's so good. So the camera and scope, I'm using a 12-inch Ritchie-Chrétien telescope, and it's an ASI 290mm mono camera, so it's not capable of showing color, and that's why I've got to use filters like infrared and I'm actually going to do another capture here, and I'll maybe stitch and move it down a little bit. So I've got enough to deal with. There's a lot of crater detail here. This is cool. This is a really nice time. So it's a 12-inch Ritchie-Chrétien telescope. It's very big and heavy. But it does really well with what I use it for, which is mostly just planets and moon. So, there's quite a bit of light cloud in the sky right now. It should stay clear-ish for the rest of the evening, I hope, because I want to come back and do Jupiter and the Great Red Spot later. Yeah, that mountain range is awesome, Ferris. I love it. I love it. Name of that mountain range. Can you help me out? Somebody help me out. I don't know what the name of it is. I'm going to guess and say it's like the Lunar Apennines or something like that, but I don't even know. I will look it up and see. Did I already capture those frames? Is that done? Jeez. Okay. I wasn't even paying attention. I will look up that feature right now. I've got a planetarium app on my iPad at the moment, so I'm going to look there. It tells me all kinds of good stuff. That is yes, Montes Apenninus. So the lunar Apennines, Montes Apenninus. Ah, yeah, you just put it up there. Thanks, Ferris. Ambient light does interfere with infrared imaging, but not very much. I mean, you get a lot of backscatter sometimes from the clouds if it's during the day, but it's not bad. You can actually cut through and you can make it almost look like a nighttime if you image in infrared. And it's a perfectly clear sky, so yeah, it works pretty good. Let's move around here. Yeah, this is looking insanely good. I mean, let's zoom in. On these Montes Aponesis, lunar Apones. Very good. Thank you, Ferris. I remember that from a previous live stream. I mean, look at these mountains. Holy crap, this is really good. Wow. That is a mountain range right there. Yes, Annie, you have a degree in astrophysics, but do you have a degree in lunar astrophysics and stuff? Do they teach you all the, like, features of the moon? I don't know. It seems like one of those things you don't have to, feel bad about not knowing. I feel like I want to try and dial in this focus even better. Ah, this is so good. Oops, no, that's got worse now. I love this. I can, like, do this kind of stuff comfortably now. So the visibility should get better as the sun sets. Yes, it's still going to be better when the sun sets. Okay, there we go. It's better. We're getting a little bit of wavy stuff, but it's in really good focus. I mean, check these peaks out. It's insane. There's actually shadows on those lunar Apones. It's so good. The IR thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, but it does. Everything gets better at night. I mean, it's not perfect during the day, but it actually does work pretty well. This is insanely good. I love this. Okay, cool. So that's the lunar Apones right there. Montes Aponesis. I should shoot that as it is, because it just looks so nice. Just those, with just that feature. I'll shoot this for you, Ferris. Yeah. The whole range right there. Let's see if we can keep that going. So I'm slightly adjusting everything while I shoot to make sure that it stays pretty close to where I want it. So I don't want to crop this any more than I have to. So I always shoot about 5,000 frames. This is just what works for me. I've actually turned up the frame rate a little bit, or rather the exposure time. So I'm shooting 10 millisecond exposures at 100 frames per second, and it's working pretty well. What the software actually, it aligns everything. Anand, it aligns everything for me. So yes, it shifts around a lot, but the software uses alignment points on the brightest parts and actually will make sure that everything stays well aligned. Oops, let's do this. I'm gonna move around a little bit more. So it's starting to get dark now. You probably hear the dogs fighting in the background. Yeah, fire capture. Always fire capture. The only thing I use sharp cap for is for guiding for this. Not guiding, for aiming, basically. I don't use it for guiding, I use it for aiming. And so this is my other view of the guide scope with a guide camera. so that I know where things are. Okay, so let's move around some more. Oh yeah, that thing. I forgot what that thing was called, but this weird feature right here is very, very straight, strange feature. We can zoom in on that. Oops. Wow. Where was that thing? There it is. So we need to figure out what that is called because it's pretty cool. Now, I'm looking at, oh, we could look at Plato as well. It looks very nice right now. I don't know what that feature is called. Somebody else is gonna have to figure that out for me. So if you know what this straight feature is, let me know. Put it in the comments. Yeah, that's looking cool. I normally do this with the telescope controller in my hand, so I actually just reached for it out of instinct. It doesn't work that way. I'm going to do those two features because they're very, very interesting. Yeah. Put them right in the middle. See how this goes. Wrinkle Ridge. I have no idea. That's interesting, if it is. It's not the straight wall, but it's one of them. It's a straight wall. It's not the straight wall. Unless it is the straight wall. Nah. Yeah, see, I'm dumber than most. I'm not a lunar guy. Okay, let's look it up. Oh no, it is. That's a straight wall. Duh. Okay. Yeah, that's the straight wall. It's actually a nice view of it. Very cool. I'm gonna leave it here just in case, because I know there's some people that on my local astronomy group who have been wanting to view the straight wall recently. Yeah, see, the darker it gets, the more I can kind of push the gain. Get a little bit brighter beam here. Or maybe it's a cloud, actually. I don't know. So yeah, that's, then what we do need to look at, though, is, let's look. This. So there's the straight wall. right there, but that thing. So this right here. If you wanted a man in the moon, there you go, you've got one right there. Try to keep that in the middle. So as temperature changes, I actually do need to adjust the focus here and there. And it's getting pretty wavy. It's looking nice now. Wow. Whoa, look at how good that is. Jeez. I mean, this is a live feed. This is not. Okay, I'm gonna have to capture that. Where is that in the front? It's looking really, really good. I'll do this again. This is a live feed. This is not, you know, an image. This is a video from the camera. That's intensely good. I'm really impressed. Oh, the straight wall is Rupus Recta. Okay, thank you. Hey, Tion, what's up, man? All of a sudden our focus just got really, really good. Our seeing conditions just nailed it in there. It looks great. I need to go see. Let's see. Where is the moon right now? .42 degrees at the moment. Okay. So now I saw Plato was actually looking pretty good right now also. So I want to go and look at that, which is on the other side. I think it's up. It is this way. Yeah. So we'll see how good my alignment is, see how, if it needs to be adjusted. I'm sure it will be, but we're gonna move it around. No, I'm good. I'm good. I hope everybody's doing good out there in the crazy world as we have it now. Okay. Hey, nailed it. Wow, that's good. Okay, my alignment's good. Don't mess with my alignment. I'm gonna, oh, this is gonna be a beautiful image. I'm going to shoot this. Just because it looks so nice. Okay, cool. Now I want to get all of them in. Yeah, I'll use the, there we go. Yeah, no, a little bit more to the left. There, that's what I'll do. That'll be the frame. I think that's an okay frame. And our gain can be up a little bit. Oh, not too much. Because we're going to blow out some of these craters. There we go, we'll do that. Okay. Now. There we go, there's my frame. I'll go ahead and do it. There we go. So I'm shooting 5,000 frames. So this crater right here is Plato, famous crater and philosopher. But it's one of those, you know, it's like you always have to shoot it every time because it's just so cool. Such a cool looking crater. Almost to 5,000. Almost there. Okay, cool. I'm going to stay on Plato for a bit because it just looks quite rad. And then I'm going to also turn on gamma so we can really see more into the dark there. Oh, it looks so cool. No. Okay. Yes, I do take shots of the planets. JR Orion 8. I bet you've got an Orion 8-inch, don't you? So the only problem with your username is that when you get a new telescope, you're going to have to change your username. My dogs are fighting behind me, so if you hear zombie sounds, it's them fighting. So let's look up, I'm going to look up a bit of information about Plato so we can learn stuff. And this is really good. This is such a nice view. I'm going to turn off this gamma because it's not always good. Yes, I do take shots of the planets. I'm going to do, you can look at my Twitter feed and my Instagram feed where I post stuff. And we also do live streams of the planets. The Jupiter Great Red Spot is coming up tonight. Wikipedia. Where the Plato crater is 101 kilometers wide, which is kind of the case for most of the prominent craters that we know of, that we identify with a lot. So like Copernicus, Tycho, Plato, they're all, you know, around 100 kilometers wide. Wow, this got really dark. So they're all around 100 kilometers wide, and Plato is no exception. It's basically at what they call the what do they call it? The western side of the lunar Alps. So the Montes Alpes mountain range on the moon, which I'm not sure if it's this side or that side, but it's on the west edge side of that. And then its age is 3.8 billion years. So this crater here, Plato, is 3.8 billion years old. Which means, I mean, it's obviously going to be in the early time, I suppose, of the moon. The edges, the peaks around the edge, those are 2 kilometers tall. So from the bottom of the peak, we'll zoom in a little bit here. Put that in the center. So from here to here is about 2 kilometers all the way around. So 2 kilometers high. And yeah, that's super high. I slept overnight a couple of times now at the lip of the second highest waterfall in the world, Tugela Falls here in South Africa, and it's 1 kilometer drop. There's a cliff at the edge. It's a 1 kilometer drop, and I mean, yeah, this is twice that, so very, very, very tall. But a lot of the other craters are actually deeper. Some of the other craters are, 3 to 4 kilometers deep. So, let's see if I have. So if you have any other questions, let me know and I will answer them. So it's super flat because it is filled, or it filled itself in, or it was filled in with lava. So it's actually, it was liquid at one point and it flattened out, and that's why it's so flat. It's because it's filled with lava. So it's, very, very cool. Actually need to get a geologist in here with me to talk about these kind of things. Wow, this looks really good. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit and see. Hey, Renee. a bit late. No, it's fine. This is YouTube. Doesn't matter. You can rewind to the beginning also. Yeah, it's not bad. I hope this means that the seeing for planets later will also be good. But check the shadows of these weird peaks down here. They're really long. I mean, this is this is the edge of the moon, but like here, we lost some stuff there, but that's fine. And you can see this is tall. Oh, my dog's gonna bark. Hey, Steffi, it's okay. But check these. This is just like this random. There go my dogs. They saw headlights. They're gonna go make sure that whoever that is stays away. And I'm not gonna yell at them on YouTube. We might need to focus again. Actually, let's do that. A little bit of focus always helps. Or was that just the seeing? I don't even know. Sometimes it's hard to say and you just get lucky. Oh, that looks good. I mean, how cool are those? These look crazy. Very, very cool. Okay, so we'll zoom out a little bit. What else have we got? You can look at the super flat view of the Apollo 11 landing site, or we can just kind of move around. I mean, this edge is so pretty. I love that view, the edge. That's one of my. You know what? I'm gonna get that with Play-Doh in there. I didn't think about that. I wanna get that view with Play-Doh. Yeah, let's see how steady I can get it, huh? Okay, do that. Keep that. Let's see how good I can do. I'm controlling the telescope with a remote serial cable and team viewer. So my computer and my telescope are down in the yard, in the backyard, and I'm up in my study where I work. So I've been here all day for work, and I'm now going to be here all night for this, but you know, that's fine. Oh, this trench here? Yeah, okay, let's go look at that. You want to see that? Don't know what it's called. I'm going to have to look that up. We can actually zoom in on it as well. It's very interesting stuff. I mean, okay, so let's do that. Go over to it. Jeez, where the hell was it then? There it is. That's the problem with zooming in. Yeah, so there's your long, like, canyon trench thing. Yeah. Let's see, I need to... I'm going to respond to my own tweet with a photo that I just took. So this is Valles Alps? No. Oh, is it? Yeah. Valles Alpes, right there. Okay, thank you very much, Anand. I'm gonna Google some information about that so we can talk about it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm seeing starting to get a little choppy, but that hopefully won't last too long. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. What was I doing? Valles Alpes. Yeah, I don't know what causes that. We need a geologist to tell me that, or Wikipedia. We are armed with the technology. We can do it. Okay, we're gonna look it up now. Keep that in the middle. Valles Alpes. Oh, the lunar orbiter didn't have much better images than what we've got on the screen here. That's pretty cool. The Alpine Valley. I'm gonna read directly from Wikipedia in my reading voice because it'll be something new and interesting. Latin for Alpine Valley is a lunar valley feature that bisects the Montes Alpes range. It extends 166 kilometers from the Mare Imbrium Basin, trending east-northeast to the edge of Mare Frigoris. Now I've got to recenter this. Okay, I'm trying to get a job in TV broadcasting, right? The valley is narrow at both ends and widens to a maximum of about 10 kilometers along the middle stretch. Well, the selenographic coordinates of this center of this feature are 49.21 north and 3.63 east. Okay, here we go. The valley floor is a lava-flooded surface that is bisected by a slender, broken, cleft-like thing. I'm not going to use a word that I don't know what that thing is. The center, so it's got a little, we can't really see it, but it's got a little tiny line through the middle, like a crack or something. Maybe that's what Rilla is, or I don't know. I can kind of see it. Maybe if I squint, you can see this thing. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get it because it says here, it is a notoriously hard to spot with a telescope. Yeah, I think we can do this. We're gonna try like this. Okay, we're gonna do a bunch of frames of this. We're gonna see if I can get image detail out of this notoriously hard to spot feature. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust the gain a little bit. That's too high. Come on. Not too high because we don't want to wreck it. I'm gonna move the focus this way a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Notoriously hard to spot my ass, maybe. Yeah, go. Okay, so we're gonna get 5,000 frames of this beast. Okay. And I'm going to see if we can actually catch this on image. This is interesting. This is fun. Yeah, but how do you pronounce Rilla? Is it Rilla? Annie? Annie says Rilla are channels. Annie is an astrophysicist. But like, do you guys have to learn about like geological features on the moon? I see the thing! I'm pretty sure the Rilla. Okay. That's cool, man. Hopefully, yeah, oh, maybe we got an image of it. Maybe. Very, very cool. So there's a Rilla, a channel down the middle. I'm going to use the normal people word, a channel down the middle of Valles Alpes, or the Alpine Valley. Okay? Yeah. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. One of those lava things on the moon. Alright, let's look at the whole picture. Cool. Knowledge is cool. Okay, so you did some lunar geology. All right. I'm surprised you remember it. I like don't remember it all that much at all from school. Well, I mean I do. Only the stuff that I care to remember, I suppose. So we saw the top. I'm just enjoying the Terminator right now. That's so cool. I mean, those, like when the two mountains meet, so those must be the lunar Alps. And then this is, so that's Montes Alpes. And then this was the other one that I forgot the name of already, that we already looked at. So yeah, let's put this back in here. Such a cool little area. We already looked at it though, so we're not going to look more at it. Let's see here. I was only kind of planning to do this as a test, but it's actually working out quite well. And it's so much more comfortable than being outside. Not that I'm complaining. I do like being outside with my telescope, but this is handy. So check these features out. These are cool. These big ass cracks on the moon. Like, those must be also channels. We can zoom in on those. Try and get a better view. That's pretty cool. Check those things out. Like, interesting. I bet if we mess with the gamma, we can probably see those a little bit better. So you had to design a lunar science probe mission. Huh, that's cool. Oh yeah, let's get this focus on these. I mean, check those things, eh? Those things are right in there. Woo! So I'm adjusting the focus a little bit. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, here goes my dogs again. There's like a lot of traffic today. This was ridiculous. It's supposed to be like, you know, stay-at-home people. Oh boy. I'll just let them bark, because people need to be annoyed if they're out. They shouldn't be out, not unless they need to be. Okay, I wanted to adjust the gamma. That's what I wanted to do. Let's do that with the camera, rather. Yeah, we need it. More or less. I don't know. I mean, does that really help? Maybe a little. A little bit, I guess. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what it's called, but that's fine. Let's move around some more. Whoa! I just broke it. Holy cow. Now we gotta go back. That was like off the screen, man. Woo! That was nuts. See, my telescope does it. Like, gets a little chunk in the gear somewhere, and hopefully I don't actually have to go down and find it. Crap. Well, oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I don't even know where we were now. We gotta start over. Let's change this back. Okay. So, where were we? You guys just saw my telescope go like lose its frickin' brain there. Are the darker spots from lava? Annie, if you're watching, are the darker spots from lava? I believe the darker spots are probably just from different materials. So it could be lava, I guess, but it's like from the different materials, different minerals in the moon. That's why it's actually different colors. So like with infrared, they'll reflect different reflectivity and stuff. Oh, do you mean the darker spots, the Maria? So like the big, let's look at one. If you mean the big flat dark spots, yeah, those are the C's. I don't know what they're made of. That's cool. Thank you, Annie, for being the smart person on here. See that bird transit? There's a straight wall again. Now we're getting into some more crazy stuff. How's it, Ryan? Everybody's learning, Renee, not just you. I don't even know what I'm looking at half the time other than it's crazy cool stuff. Yeah, check this out. As we go along the Terminator, it just gets a lot more. When's the Lunar X? The Lunar X is not visible right now. It's only, I think, visible in the last couple nights, if I remember right. But there is, I think that's Clavius right there, which is always a super interesting crater because Clavius is actually don't want to increase that. I'm going to increase the gamma a little bit. Just a little. Try and see a little more of that. Okay, so I believe that's Clavius. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, okay, so cool thing about Clavius, it is one of the largest crater formations on the moon. The thing is freaking massive, all right? And it is, it's very, very big. I'm going to put it in the center so we can really get a good straight on view of it. There's my dog again. So, basically, Clavius, we will look at Clavius now. It's this crater section here in the middle. Okay. It is one of the largest craters on the moon. It's the second largest crater visible on the visible side of the moon to us. Yeah, the raised spots in the middle, Renee, you're totally right. Those are some of my favorites as well. It's like it hits so hard that it just, makes these mountains in the middle. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. So it is, Clavius is 230 kilometers wide. So from edge to edge, side to side, whatever, it's 230 kilometers. So if this is 230 kilometers, how deep must that sucker be? So it's got these craters, and then craters inside, and then a crater on the edge, another crater on the edge. This sucker is 3.5 kilometers deep. Okay, so 230 wide, and then these walls are 3.5 kilometers. They actually look deeper than that with this relief that we've got going on here with the moon. And with the the angle of the sun on the moon, it's very, very cool. So yeah, it was named after Christopher Clavius, who was a 16th century German mathematician and astronomer. I should probably look, take a image of this because Clavius is actually one of my favorites too. I always do Clavius though, but that's okay. Can't get too much. Do this. Okay. See how this works. Keep that where it needs to be. So I'm just keeping it kind of as centered as I can without letting it move too much. Uh-oh, there we go. Oh, the lunar X was 2 days ago. Damn. Thanks, Tian. I thought it was earlier. It's like almost first quarter thing, right? So yeah, lunar X is not visible now, but what else is that's worth looking at? Hello, Huda. Let's see. So we were looking at. Let's see. Go all the way down to the bottom and then kind of make our way back up to the top, and then we should probably look at the Apollo landing site. So yeah, we were also talking about these impact craters that have the raised center sections. Very, very, very cool to see those. There's a better one up above here. Hopefully my telescope doesn't go nuts when I move to it. How's the audio? Is the audio okay? I haven't adjusted anything, but I'm always worried that the audio isn't all that great. So I'm going to keep moving around, and this is one of my favorites because it's like kind of one of everybody's favorites. Yeah, so that's Tycho, one of the more prominent, most prominent craters on the moon. You know, everybody kind of looks at Tycho and I don't know, they just know that one, or they know the name at least. So yeah, I mean, this thing is really, look at that detail we're getting on the edges here. Holy crap, that's really cool. So with the seeing and the messing around that we're seeing here, the waviness, the slow waviness is heat currents, whether that be in the actual telescope tube or the atmosphere, different ambient temperatures of things, or if it's just the atmosphere itself. But the jitter and that kind of stuff you can see is a lot of times a problem with focus, where it's not perfect, and it's almost impossible to get perfect focus anyway. But those fast-moving ripples, I mean, you'll know if you're not in good enough focus, if it's definitely your focus and not the atmosphere, if those are magnified. So a lot of times those will be, you know, much worse. The fast, high-frequency vibration that we see in the image right now. But I mean, this is, God, that's good. Wow. That's freaking cool, you guys. I mean, talk about a high-resolution image. I hope you're watching this in like 1080p, because it looks damn sharp to me. Yeah, so let's talk about Tycho a little bit. Topmost edge of the moon. Do you mean with the Terminator, J.R. Orion? Do you mean, so J.R. Orion says, would it make for an interesting image at the topmost edge of the moon, the horizon? Oh yeah, no, I've done those. Those are, I know what you're talking about now. Those are actually amazing images, because they, you know, it's got that, I don't know, that coming in for a landing type of look. Yeah, no, we can measure the edge of the depths of the craters. It's definitely, you know, very doable. That's just nice. Sorry, but that's just beautiful. Oh, that resolution we're getting. Okay, we need to do an image run of this because this is just flipping good. I wasn't even gonna do any imaging at all, you guys, and then this happened. Wow, I mean that's just nice. Okay, cool. So that's yeah. They can measure it. I assume they use like lasers and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but we've got orbiters that do stuff too, so we do know. Tycho's relatively young. It's only 108 million years old. I mean, this thing is, like, it's a baby. It's relatively young. Tycho. It's called Tycho. I should say Tycho because it's named after Tycho Brahe, Danish astronomer. That's crap, actually. I'm going to do another image run of this because I did not adjust anything. I just got excited like an idiot. So I'm going to increase the gain a little bit. Not too much. I'm going to make it about 90, a little less than 90%, 85%. Because I do not want to blow out the edge of that crater because it's just too nice. And then we're going to do it again. Okay, cool. Let's do this again. I'll delete the first few frames. I'm going to keep this centered. You know who could answer that question? Maybe she already has in the comments, but I haven't seen, is Annie. She might be able to do that as a student of this type of science, that if we can, you know, how we actually measure the depth of the craters. Because I can't tell you, but I'm pretty sure we have the, you know, technology. Tycho is one of the moon's brightest craters. It's 85 kilometers wide and very deep. Tycho is 4.8 kilometers deep, so 4,800 meters deep. Yeah, nice. Thanks, Russ. Glad you guys enjoy it. I hope you're inspired to look up, although you guys probably already do. I don't really know. Given J.R. Orion's got a telescope name in his name, so I'm assuming he does his share of looking up J.R. You know, I'm assuming, I shouldn't assume J.R. Orion in your name. Sorry about that. I apologize. Yeah, depth. Annie. So Annie, what is how do they do depth? How do they measure depth of the craters? Do you know? Lasers. I told you it was lasers. Yeah, that was a good guess. So I'm an engineer by trade. You know, I went to school to be an engineer, and if I was, you know, if Annie came to me as an astrophysicist and said, "Hey, we want to measure the depth of some craters," I'd be like, "Let's use some frickin' lasers." So that's why I guessed lasers. It has nothing to do with me being intelligent. It has a lot to do with me enjoying lasers. Cheers. Cheers, Renee. Okay, let's there's a straight wall again. I didn't image with gamma, did I? Okay, good. That would have ticked me off. We're gonna go back up. I wanted to look at Plato again because the view of Plato at the top was awesome. Also, it happens to be one of my good friends watching now. Favorite crater. Oh, that's so nice looking. Whoa. Why does it do that? You know? That's not what I wanted it to do. Oh, and by the way, that's Apollo 11. So, no. Is it? No, it's down below. Anyway. I didn't mean to jump the scope like that. That's not at all what I meant to do. And now it's just not listening to me. Okay. Yeah. We're going to make our way slowly back over to Plato and the top. Now, yes. There's those. And then just over there. Huh? Hey, hey. There's Plato. And that edge. I just love that so much. Oh, well, this is cool. So Annie says, hold on, let me move. Why does it do that, you guys? You know, that's just annoying because now I've got to go back here. Okay, so, yeah. Gotta go this way. Let's change the rate to 6. Yeah, it's coming back though. We lost it because my telescope decided to freak out. Aw, man. Lame. Lame. I'll be right back. I'm going to adjust the scope and I will show you some stuff just now. Okay, turn this off. Why did I turn that off? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to go adjust. Can you see Neil Armstrong there? Yeah, definitely. No, definitely not. It is nice outside, but it's interesting. I was just outside looking at the sky, and it's very hazy, actually. So it's not nice. The skies aren't nice, but yet we're still getting these amazing lunar images, which is super cool. I'm stoked about. So yeah, let's go. We need to look at some other stuff now. I think. Let's see. Right. No. Let's go on the other side. Now we're gonna go over to this side of the moon a little bit. We've been along the Terminator all night. Look there already. So this is one of the main Maria. The farewell Plato, yeah. We saw Plato. Been there. Adjust the gain a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this is a hell of a view. That's just pretty. So that's just, that's one of the main big Maria. Now, which one is that is the question. That is Mari Serenitatis. Okay. That's what this one is. Just big flat area, Wow. Did it again. I'm starting to get annoyed. All I can imagine is this thing is like off balance somehow. And that's gonna annoy the hell out of me later when I'm doing planetary stuff. Let's look at Mare Tranquillitatis, which is where the Apollo landings were. It did it again. It's like, oh, you know what it is? It's probably this flippin'. The problem I'm running into here is this. It's this remote serial remote. It must have bugs where it just goes haywire. That's not cool. That's gonna make my life difficult. Oh well. So where were we now? We want to go. No, that we need to go the other way. Yeah. Here. Okay, let's take a look. Gain is a little too high still. So you can look at craters like these super bright ones and your histogram as well, but we just know that we're blowing stuff out. tonight, Corey pronounces Lunar Maria. Hey, if you look, shut up. Yeah, it's Mare Tranquillitatis. Tranquillitatis. I got this. Only one way for you to top this. You know, okay, that's all I'm gonna ever do. That was dumb. That's like my dad joke crap. Okay, we're gonna, there we go. Now, if I remember right, and I've done this enough now, that is the Apollo landing. Right here is the Tapas. This is the Apollo 11 landing site right here. This one. Okay. I'm not even joking about that. It is, I think, at the bottom one. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna put the mouse pointer on it. I think it's right here-ish. Okay, where the mouse pointer is. Now I am gonna go Google it to find out if I'm right, because I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yeah. Yep, I'm right. Sweet. Okay, so Tranquility Base is right around here. It goes, so you can make a triangle with this, like, so there's this whole thing, this whole feature thing. Okay, that's too fast. I need to slow it the hell down. Okay. So there's this whole feature thing. You just look for this, and then you look for the dot in the middle of like this little thing area. Lots of things. Okay, there's lots of thingy things. Okay. Now then you take this point on that, like, we'll call it a bay. All right, on the Bay of Tranquility. Maybe that's what they actually call it. I don't know. And then this is the island, okay? So you go from the point of the left point of the bay, or this point of the bay on the inside, and this, and you make a triangle, okay? And then that is the location there of the Apollo 11 landing site, right there, okay? I can't look at this screen and then do this over here. It doesn't really work. Okay, so there's that. Let's zoom in on that, because it deserves a bit of a zoom. Check this super bright crater here. This is interesting. There's this super bright area. You know, there must be, like, I don't know, gold on there. We should go mine that. You think? Because there's not enough gold here. So let's zoom in. Zoom sounds. Ooh, and we got those trails. Okay. So yeah, there's a better view if it would stay. Okay. It's a better view of the Apollo 11 landing. So it's going to be right around here. It's the Apollo 11 area. There's actually 3 craters close by. I don't know if it has a name. Look it up. Oh wait, the telescope. We're giving J.R. Orion 8, who doesn't have a telescope, but he's got a Orion in his username, and I thought Orion 8 meant that he had an 8-inch Orion telescope. I've actually got an 8-inch Orion telescope. I don't really use much, but anyway, this is a 12-inch. So you cannot see features of the moon landing with a telescope on Earth. If you remember right, so we know this crater here, I don't know which one it is, but I can tell you by looking at it based on the other stuff that we've looked at. This is going to be about 80 kilometers from this side to that side. So imagine this is 80 kilometers from here to here. And you're looking at something that maybe, how big was the lunar lander? Like 10 meters? I don't know. So yeah. You can Google the names. Google the names. Just because I look at the moon stuff doesn't mean I know things about it that much. I know some things, but not all. Yeah, so I don't name my telescopes. I just call it the white one, and then the big one, and then the little one. Or I call them by what they are. So this is the RC that we're looking through right now, the Ritchie Chrétien. So I can call it Ritchie, but you know, I'm gonna call it just the RC because it's the only RC that I've got. But there's 3 craters around here, and I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, there we go. So you can't see them. You might be able to actually see. This is Moltke. Moltke. I don't know how to pronounce it. Moltke. Okay, that's that one. The other cool thing is they've got, so there's craters. This one right here, you can kind of see this. That one is cool because that is Armstrong. So, as asked by someone snarkily in the comments, I'm going to call you out. Geraldine Bano, I'm going to say, this crater, this little dot right here, that one, bam, that is Armstrong. That is the crater Armstrong on the moon, okay? So 7 meters. So this is down in the corner. Okay, so this one I'm going to do an estimate. This one is probably like, I don't know, 50 kilometers, maybe 60 kilometers from edge to edge here on this crater. You're looking for a 7-meter thing. So 50 kilometers, so that's 50,000 meters. 50,000, you're looking for something that's 7. So you tell me if you can see that. Probably not. But the cool thing is, now this is something that we really do need to talk about because it's important, is this crater. This little tiny dot thing, crater, that's Armstrong, okay? That is Armstrong. So as Geraldine Bano asked, can you see Neil Armstrong on the moon? Sure. Bam, right there. Crater named after him, okay? Cool, huh? There's another one over here which is too small to resolve. It's about half the size, it looks. Half the size of Armstrong crater. About here, called Collins, okay? And then there's another one right about here-ish, okay? And that one's called Aldrin. That's pretty cool. So there's your learning. That was my school teacher voice. So kids, you can actually see Armstrong on the moon. Let's zoom out again. If you guys know me well by now, I am full of it. Okay, let's change the rate to 3. I'm gonna move a little faster. Now watch this damn thing just because you know it's gonna. Maybe not. Okay, cool. We're lucky. There we go. This is pretty nice. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go eat some food. Just now. I'm kind of hungry. You know. Let's put that right in my face. Okay. Emoji face. Oh, let's see, what was I looking around for? The edge. I want to go all the way to the edge. Nope. I'm going to go the other way. Is it gonna? No. Okay, there's that edge, that cool edge. And we need to adjust the gain because it's too damn bright. That's the limb. Horizon. Good point, but somebody asked about the horizon. It's actually called the limb. Annie is correct. She says if you pointed the Hubble at the moon, it would only have a 40 something meter resolution. I don't know about the 40 meter thing. I'm pretty sure you're probably right about that. But what I do know about Hubble is even if you pointed the Hubble Space Telescope at the moon, it would only be able, it would not be able to see the flag or I think it can see, I don't even know if it could see anything. So yeah, 40 meter resolution means that each pixel is 40 meters. So, yeah. Can you see 7 meters and 40? No. So even Hubble can't see the lunar lander. There's your lesson for the evening. Goodbye. Ha! No. Although I am going to go soon. Damn, this is looking good though. Yeah, I like the limb. The limb of the moon is cool. I don't know. Very cool stuff. Kind of approaching the area of Clavius again, which we looked at before. We've kind of looked at all the cool stuff. The limb is cool, I guess, but like, I like that view. I mean, it's just kind of a cool view, right through the edge. Yeah, the lunar orbiter. Those things do really good, Annie. So Annie says the best imaging of the landers has been done from an actual freaking, orbiting vehicle that goes around the moon and takes pictures of it from an orbit around the moon. So yeah, you got to be like on it. I like that view. I'm not going to image it, but I like it. That's like, okay, Annie. Annie just posted. That's cool. I am looking around for stuff. Let's see. What next? I think I'll just kind of go along the top. Feel bad because Annie just posted that she upgraded and she's watching on a TV now, which I hope it looks nice, but it's just getting so stable too. That's just gorgeous. Let's see. Let's move it that way a little bit. Let's just go along the edge of the moon now. Huda says, thank you for making these live streams. It is a pleasure to do so. I enjoy it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. Oh yeah, you know what we should look at? This is one of the things that I always like. I like to look at the limb because everybody thinks the limb is like this flat, perfectly round, curved, flat thing. And the thing is, it's just not. Because you can actually, if you get the focus in tight enough, which is what we're pretty good at this point. Let's do here. Let's do that. Yeah. What we can actually see here, if I can get rid of this vibration, I don't know if it's, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. So on this limb, this edge of the moon, you know, it's not perfectly flat. No, it stays there. There we go. So it's not perfectly flat. You can see those slight, you know, either crater edges or mountain edges, you know, on the moon. I thought I had the focus dialed, but it seems not so much. Let me try and adjust that a little bit more. See, I don't know if it's the focus or if it's the atmosphere. There you go, that's a little better. Okay, so move there. I'm gonna move along a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit the other way, go up. And kind of see what other surfaces. Do I have auto tracking? Could you pick a cool view and set it to track and leave the stream running while I feed myself? I can do that. I can actually do that. That'd be kind of funny. Oops. It'll slowly drift ever so slowly, but I'll leave it there. I do like to do that. I want to get this focus better though. This is annoying me. So I know which way it drifts, so what I'll do is I'll put it on one edge of the moon and we'll just let it drift all the way through. Okay. That's actually a good suggestion, Annie. I'll do that. So it's going to start down by Clavius and it's going to move its way through the moon. It is 7:20 here. So if I do this, I'm going to go ahead and just let it drift through. I'm gonna walk away for a bit and go grab some food. And let the view just kind of drift through, starting here. Of course it does that now. Why does it do that now? That's just stupid. Wrong way. Let's try this again. other way. Okay, so I'm going to leave it around this area because it's going to drift the other way. So we'll leave it here, and I will go away. Okay, thanks guys. I'm gonna go get some food and finish, just basically getting ready stuff for the planets later. Check back around, I would say, midnight UT, midnight Universal Time, midnight GMT. So that's in, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours from now? No. 7 hours. 7 hours from now-ish. 6 to 7 hours from now, I'll come back and we'll do Jupiter, and mostly Jupiter because the Great Red Spot is there and I want to image the Great Red Spot again. We'll do more of Saturn, maybe. As well, just to take a look, because it just seems like a good idea. So I'm gonna leave this here and I'm gonna go get some food. I'm just gonna let it drift through the frame. So enjoy.